Hello, dear learners. Welcome to MU's. Happy to see you here. Dear learners, it is very important to learn to speak English fluently if you are preparing for your IELTS examination. You need great practice, and you have to practice in such a way that on when you get to your actual test on the test day, you just could speak everything and could score good bands for yourself. So in this lesson, we are going to master our speaking skill with the help of using some hints. And most importantly, this practice is going to help you not only for your IELTS cue card presentation, but it is also going to help you in your day-to-day English. I am Amritashaan, and making English easy and interesting for the learners is a passion with me. So let's get started for today and see which topic we are going to help with the help of hints. Describe a time when you first talked in a foreign language. आप वो टाइम बताएं जब आपने सबसे पहले कभी फॉरेन लैंग्वेज में बात किया. Where were you? Who were you with? What did you talk about? And explain how you felt about it. कहाँ पे थे? आप किसके साथ थे? और आपने किस बारे में बात किया और आपको कैसा महसूस हुआ? So as you know that we give little introduction. Introduction means the little start before we reach to the cues one by one. So our introduction is Hindi mother tongue, English foreign language, no English speaking environment, could comprehend but speaking was an issue. Could comprehend means मैं समझ सकता था पर बोलना जो है वो एक प्रॉब्लम था. So आई बिलीव कि आपको हिंट समझ आ गए. अब देखते हैं कि इन हिंट्स को हम सेंटेंसेस में कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं. So you will say that first of all I want to tell that Hindi is my mother tongue and English is a foreign language for me. I remember that I didn't have any English speaking environment when I was a child. Even at home, my parents used to talk in Hindi, and even in school, uh, I remember that we had our communication with teachers and with the friends in Hindi. I could comprehend English, but I was not very comfortable in expressing myself in English. Spoken English was definitely a problem with me. It was a big issue with me. So you can pause the video here, look at the hints again, practice it for yourself, and then move to next. Our next cue is where were you? आप कहाँ पे थे? At school years back, fifth standard student. आप बोल रहे हैं कि स्कूल पे था, years back की बात हो रही है. फिफ्थ स्टैंडर्ड का स्टूडेंट था, स्टडिंग इन इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूल में था. मीडियम ऑफ पर जो मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन था वो हिंदी था. यूज टू टॉक इन द सेम लैंग्वेज. इसी भाषा में हम लोग बात करते थे. सरप्राइज विजिट बाय डायरेक्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन. और एक बारी डायरेक्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन ने सरप्राइज विजिट किया, स्टूडेंट्स का इंट्रोडक्शन लिया और उन्होंने इंट्रोडक्शन इंग्लिश में देने को कहा. I believe interesting story and you could go for it easily and even the things are going to stay in your mind. I believe आप भूलने वाले नहीं हो, ये बातें आपके माइंड में रहने वाली हैं and this practice is going to help you a lot sometime somewhere. And importantly for IELTS speaking test too. So you will say that I was at school and I'm talking about the time years back. Listen to me very carefully. It is going to help you, dear learners. I was at school and it was the time years back. I can recall that I was studying in fifth standard. I was a student of fifth standard and I was studying in a good school. It was an English medium school. But our medium of instruction was Hindi because most of the teachers used to teach us in Hindi only. And we used to use this language in the class with our friends and with our teachers. But one day it happened that director of education gave a visit to our school. He visited our school and it was a surprise visit by him. So he was going to different classes. He also came to our class and he asked the student to give introduction. And most importantly, he wanted the students to give introduction in English only. He wanted the students to give introduction in English only. Pause the video here, look at the hints again and practice it for yourself. Who were you with? आप किसके साथ थे? With my classmates, my teachers, my principal, delegate of education, delegate from education department, more than 60, 70 people. So you will say that, well, I was in my class at that time and I was with all my classmates. I remember that our teacher was teaching us something when a delegate from education department visited our class, came to our class. So some teachers were there with the delegate. Our principal was also accompanying them, and the director of education, most importantly, was heading the team. So all around it was about 50, 60 people around me at that time when I spoke English for the first time. Pause it here, look at the hints again and practice it for yourself. What did you talk about? आपने किस बारे में बात किया? So you are saying कि now it was why as the director was asking everyone to give introduction. Finally, it was my turn, and I had little knowledge about English. My English was really poor because I had never spoken in English before. Our study structure was just to learn and write. I remember in the fifth standard, I used to learn the things, cram the things, and used to write it in the exams. So there was no experience of speaking. I had never spoken English before. So when it was my turn, I gave my introduction. I told about myself, and the sentences were grammatically very wrong. I spoke in a very poor English. Even I got short of words. And if I could recall some sentences, I remember I had told that I Joy, fifth class student, my school name, Super Public School. I am work hard. I doctor in future. So I spoke English something like that, in which there were no verbs, help verbs, and grammatically the things were totally shattered and broken, I fear. So pause the video here, look at the hints, listen to me again and again, and practice in the same way. And our last cue is explain why you felt, how you felt about it. So explain how you felt about it. Dear learners, because I'm making all these presentations for you to make your journey of learning English easy. So sometimes there goes some little mistakes. So we have to overlook it. But I have corrected it here and explain how you felt about it. तो आपको कैसा महसूस हुआ? Let's check the hints. That time no idea. उस समय मुझे नहीं मालूम था कि मैंने कितना बुरा इंग्लिश बोला है. हाउ एब्सर्ड इट वाज, वो कितना गलत था मुझे नहीं मालूम था. इट वाज फाइन, मेरे लिए सब ओके था. डिड नॉट नो आई स्पोक रॉन्ग इंग्लिश, रादर फेल्ट प्राउड, बल्कि मुझे तो बहुत प्राउड फीलिंग हुआ कि मैंने इंग्लिश में आंसर किया. हैप्पीली टोल्ड माय पेरेंट्स, मैंने बहुत खुशी खुशी अपने पेरेंट्स को ये सारा इंसिडेंट बताया. बट सब कुछ अच्छा हुआ, गुड आउटकम. इस इंसिडेंट का एक बहुत बढ़िया आउटकम रहा. एक बहुत बढ़िया आउटकम रहा क्योंकि डायरेक्टर ऑफ एजुकेशन ने इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए. स्पोकन इंग्लिश एनवायरनमेंट की स्कूल में स्पोकन इंग्लिश एनवायरनमेंट होना चाहिए. पेरेंट्स, माय पेरेंट्स आल्सो ब्रॉट मी स्टोरी बुक्स, started working on my spoken English. और उन्होंने मेरी इंग्लिश पे उन्होंने भी वर्क करना शुरू किया, मुझे कुछ स्टोरी बुक्स ला के दी, एंड वेरी कंफर्टेबल टुडे, और आज मैं बहुत कंफर्टेबल हूँ. So let's see that how we can develop the hints into complete sentences. Well, when I gave my introduction, I had no idea that how absurd my English was. Rather I was feeling proud. It was all fine and okay for me, and I had no idea that grammatically my English was very poor. I told everything to my parents, and with the feeling of proud that I gave my introduction in English to the director of education. So I don't know what was the feelings of my parents at that time, but overall there was a good result, because the director, when he saw the poor English of the children, of the students, so special instructions were given to the teacher to provide spoken English environment in the school. Even my parents took it seriously, and they brought some story books for me, and they started working on my English. They started working on my speaking skills importantly. And today I'm happy to tell that I'm very comfortable. And when I remember my first day when I spoke English for the first time with no verbs and help verbs, I just feel like laughing at me. So it is done. Pause the video here and see that how you make practice of it. So this was the complete cue card that we have practiced, and it will be good for you if you keep this in front of you and practice it again. And this time it is important that you fix a timer for you too. You are having ideas, you are having English, you are having hints, you are having everything. Now it is up to you that how you go. But promise that you are not going to learn anything, you are not going to cram anything, because there is no need of it. Yeah, make sure that you practice it well. Make sure that you practice it sincerely. So, dear learners, I would say that like, comment, share. These videos are helping you. I am very sure about it. And it is all done for today. See you next time. Till then, take care.